Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Got a little audio only for you. I am going south on I-15 right now in Utah. So it's your great honor and privilege to hear the sweet, sweet sounds of my melodious voice. Yeah, that's right. It'll help you sleep at night. Won't that be nice? You can just put this on continuous loop and have a great soul such as myself lull you to sleep and fill your subconscious with beautiful things. So anyway, I've gone through a package of Swedish fish and 4 pieces of spearmint gum. I've heard it's good to chew gum after meals. Yep, you actually digest the stuff on your teeth. That's what the guy told me. So anyway, last time I take dental advice from the guy that lives under the bridge. So anyway, see, you just assumed it was a dentist or something. So so far I've only encountered one car who wants to go faster than me, and here he comes, and I'm letting him go by because that's what I do, folks. I pull over into the slow lane if someone looks like they want to get by me. It's weird. I think it's from like when you take cuts in line. People don't like to get cut in line. Well, that doesn't apply to the road, people. It's not a line. It's just a bunch of people trying to get where they're going. So, you know, just let them on by, and Godspeed you on your way, brother. So anyway, did want to talk a little bit about stuff. First off, little rumors out for Warhammer Fantasy 9th Edition. Thanks, Games Workshop, for finally letting us get used to it. And then, because once the rumor comes out, everybody freezes. Nobody builds an army. And I think you should still build armies. In fact, my prediction is there won't be that many changes, because 8th edition was a huge change. They're not going back to 7th. They're just going to smooth 8th right on out. And I have to say, I have enjoyed 8th edition Warhammer. It has really been a lot more interesting, actually. The rules are smoother, and I love the idea of multiple ranks fighting. Always wanted that. Didn't like the idea it's like, okay, these 5 guys fight these 5 guys, even though there's 50 models on the board. Those 5 are the only that count, just the front rank. And so, and then if any of your guys die, well, they don't get to hit back. They just died. So yeah, it was pretty lame. I definitely did not like that about any of the previous editions. However, here's my predictions for what's coming for Warhammer 9th edition. They'll bring cavalry back into a proper role, because cavalry does have a role, and you know they shouldn't just be playing better than infantry, or infantry shouldn't be playing better than cavalry. It should be like, okay, well, why do you bring cavalry? To do this. Okay, good. Then bring some and do that. Also, magic. Magic is kind of weird. Now, what I like about 8th edition Magic is that it's like more of a augment. Like, it changes up the strategy. It moves a unit. It buffs a unit. It, takes it weakens an enemy unit. So it kind of like revolves around the other troops, which I think is pretty cool, rather than the wizard just doing damage. Because you notice not many people take fire magic, and I think it's for that reason. Alright, next up, I've got a Lizardmen army, and that is for a client, and he's letting me use it in a bat rep. He says, please don't let me put you out doing a bat rep with it. That's awesome. So on my personal Facebook page, oh, and by the way, you can friend me. Please do. Just make sure you have the real one, the real Sean Gately. Oh, and there are other Sean Gatelys out there. One of them is a politician in Florida What do you know about that? I think maybe he's an alternate universe Sean Gately. So, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, the lizardmen. Alright, so I got a lizardmen army from a client. And no, it's not putting me out. It's pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, Facebook. Haha. Alright, so somebody comments that I lead a charmed life. And I say, yes. Yes, I do lead a charmed life. It's the life that I'm imagining inside my own head. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So anyway, like last week, guess what I had to do for my job? I had to go to Valhalla, eat awesome food, meet awesome people, and play war games and role-playing games with them. Haha! Awesome! Yeah, and I wasn't allowed to do anything else. It was like, Sean, we got all this covered. No, there's no need for you to help. You just be the face of the company. I'm like, all right, sounds good. You know, because I'm not above a little manual labor. When I was a junior in high school, the summer of my junior year, my mother, single mother, she informed me that I had a job out at the mill. She's like, Sean, I got a job for you out in the mill. That's where we're going to be working this summer. I'm like, all right. How hard could it be? It could be a lot hard. That's how hard. So, yeah, I busted my hump out in the mill. It was brutal. Absolutely brutal. It took me like a month just to get used to the hard labor. But my muscles got all sinewy and knotted, and my hands got calloused. And it was incredible. It was really quite an experience to be around all those Southern Oregon mill workers, you know. And yeah, I was 17, just pulling plank like the rest of them. So anyway, yeah, charmed life. So yeah, that's when I decided manual labor's not for me. Did not care for ye old manual labor. Did not care for it. Hey, you know, maybe I'll just keep the video on this so you can just see me driving. Right, won't that be cool? By the way, I'm going to St. George. My sister-in-law is like a timeshare down here or something. And the family's down here for like 3 or 4 days. I'm going to be down here for like 2 or 3 days. And it's going to be pretty awesome. Don't worry, got plenty of footage coming your way. You're going to love it. You're going to love every minute of it. And I got inquiries guys, full-time, ready to take your order. It's really, my whole crew will just tend to you so nicely. Won't it be nice? So anyway, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it like this. So, what else? Yeah, look at that. Look at that over there. Isn't that gorgeous? Yep. So, I got both hands on the wheel, folks. Don't get all worked up over it. You know, people think things over too much on the internet. And you know what's funny is no one ever messages me directly to say something stupid. They always do it in the public forum. That's how I know. They just want attention. So anyway, oh yeah, so St. George is like where they film all the westerns and stuff. So it's some gorgeous country out here. Not this part. This part's pretty flat. Although you do have some gorgeous mesas kind of off in the distance there. Those are pretty awesome. So there we go. That's nice. Yeah, not many cars out here. But sometimes people they want to go 1 mile an hour faster than the guy in the slow lane. That justifies their being in the fast lane. It takes them forever to finally get past. Finally dope-a-doe their way back to the slow lane. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So anyway, alright. So other stuff I want to talk about. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk about stuff. Is... let's talk about ultimate role-playing. So... taking a drink of water. Isn't it wild when water costs more than gasoline? Isn't that funny? So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, ultimate role playing. So about a year ago, I got turned on to Napoleon Hill, and great author, really a historical figure, and he said that you've got to have definiteness of purpose. Like what is the thing that you want to accomplish? And you could have multiple things, but it's got to be something simple. And I have a list of them, and one of them is to inspire and uplift people, which I kind of just do in the normal course of me being awesome. And then another one is bring ultimate wargaming and ultimate role-playing to the world. So ultimate wargaming is kind of the incarnation of Valhalla. There's more to it than that. I'd like to see like an ESPN for wargaming. Like, you know, there's they have real pro presentation for physical sports, and now esports, which I think is great, you know, and that's coming for tabletop gaming too. So host for example a top 8 tournament, kind of like those poker championships, you know. We've got a judge at every table and a boom cam at every table, 2 commentators at every table, you know, really talking about the game with some really gorgeous figs, gorgeous state-of-the-art terrain, fantastic stuff. Just getting started on that, folks. Just getting started. So now, later this year, yeah, I'm going around a curve, isn't that wild? Later this year or next year, I'm going to do ultimate role-playing. So I need people who are interested in that to contact me. And you can contact me at bluetablepainting@gmail.com. And you just put "Attention Sean" in your subject line. "Attention Sean, ultimate role-playing." And give me your level of interest, your level of dedication. So level 1 would be, hey, I'd be interested in hearing more about it. Level 2 would be, I would go if I could afford it, and or I would go if it were at the right time. Like, so it would have to be the right time and or price, basically. And then level 3 of commitment would be, Sean, I will quit my job and make it happen to come to this thing. Because I'm going to do one. I'm only going to have 5 tickets. 5 tickets. So right now I'm looking at 4 or 5 or 6 days. And we won't need the giant palace out at where we're doing them now. Because that's like, that could have 30 to 50 people. So I'll probably take it up to Sundance. There's some really great places up there. I really like the place we scouted out for Valhalla when we were doing it at Sundance. So party of 5, maybe 6. Get an assistant DM. Get all the miniatures painted up. Get a miniature painted up for your character. Yeah. So it'll be planned ahead of time. So like you'll make your character, it'll be approved, we'll figure out equipment, stats. I'll make like a news group or a Facebook page for the party. And so you can, you know, get it organized, and it'll be like an expedition. So I'll tell you a little bit about the adventure, get you primed, so we can really hit the ground running once we're out there. But I'm thinking old school, folks. I'm thinking old school D&D, some old module. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. All right, so now the last part, which is the dream I have of Valhalla. Valhalla! So originally, Valhalla was a concept of, well, how to put an awesome property to good use and have it generate revenue. And I've since explored other ideas and possibilities. But I know what I want it to be. I want it to be a mecca, not just for wargaming, but also for health and wellness and mental health, and have it be bought and paid for. That is what I want. That I can have people out there and their lives will be better when they return to their normal existence. And that already happens with Valhalla. People have breakthroughs. They, and it's not forced. It's just, you meet people, you get ideas, you're out in this wonderful setting, and you really just recharge your batteries. So I really like that idea. So here's what I'm imagining. So imagine a main road that goes east-west. And then there's, on one side of the road, there's a 350-acre property, God's own country. Box canyons, rivers, dells, meadows, hiking trails, a lake, waterfalls, just gorgeous. And it's obscured from any road or any other civilization by the natural lay of the land. Now, nestled up in a premium position, up on a cliff face, up on a hill, somewhere that overlooks this gorgeous valley, is Valhalla. The size of it, imagine two of the place that we're at now, which is hard to imagine because, unless you've been there. But you're talking about 25,000 square feet times two. So one of those on either side of a great hall. Now, imagine that the Vikings had built Rivendell. So, not rustic like log cabin rustic, but how do I describe it? Yeah, like Vikings built Rivendell. So kind of a cross between the scenery and expansiveness and grandeur of Rivendell itself, mixed with like the halls of the Rohirrim. That kind of medieval type of thing. And and I don't want it to be a giant thing, a giant Ren fair where there's like 500 people. Oh no. It'll be smaller groups, but it'll be extremely meaningful. Oh, that was interesting. So, wow, there's some good view on the side there. Isn't that great? That red rock. Red rock's awesome. All right, so extremely beautiful, and that will just be amazing. Get there like I lost my train of thought. Yeah, because I'm coming up on St. George. I gotta look for my exit. I don't know exactly where I'm getting off here. So Dixie Boulevard or something like that. Alright, well I got at least 5 more miles. It's 5 more minutes to wrap it up. So a long ship comes to greet you and take you to Valhalla. Wouldn't that be awesome? Valkyries dressed up with halberds and the whole thing and the headdresses. That'd be awesome. And what else? Oh yeah, a Land Raider. Boom, a Land Raider. I was talking to one of my staff. He's like, how would you do that? I don't know. What would it even be? Oh, got a call coming. All right, so I got a ways to go then?
Yeah, you're just barely coming into St. George, right? You're coming up over a hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to go all the way through town, pretty much.
Okay, and I'm looking for Dixie Lane or something like that?
Dixie Drive.
Dixie Drive?
Dixie Drive, yeah. You're going to see Bluff first. I believe Bluff is the one right before Dixie. So.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, that sounds good, darling. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Okay,
Can't wait to see you.
Yep, I love you. Bye.
All right. So anyway, yep, all paid in full. No desperation to pay the mortgage or anything. All just beautiful. And there's 2 other buildings, not as large, a little more intimate. So 2 smaller lodges to the east and west, out of sight of the main area. And now, if you go to the western portion of the property, it actually butts up against regular civilization, like the outskirts of a town. And so you know, the regular goodness of a town is not that far away. And that's where the studio is. So I have this gorgeous studio with water features and trees, and it's lit really well. It's got kind of a Frank Lloyd Wright feel to it. You know, very open, good use of space. It's an art studio. Come on. And I don't have a lot of artists there. It's not some massed thing. But it's also a college. It's a mecca. It's a haven for people wanting to learn the art of miniatures painting and maybe even other types of art. Oh, it feels so good to be there. It just makes me so happy. There's a pageantry to it. And nestled away in one small corner of this huge property is the Gately estate. And really, it's, to some extent, it's the whole place is just managed for the benefit of humankind. It's just so beautiful up there that your soul will be restored. It's great. I've got a small group of rangers. There are about 2 to 4 of them, and they maintain the trails and show people to their places. And yeah, a real slice of heaven, folks. Real slice of heaven. Oh, there you go. Dixie Drive, 3 3/4. All right, there you go. And then I have Valhalla crew, so I've got like people to prepare food up there, and it's going 40 weeks a year. 40 weeks a year, and then 12 weeks of downtime, you know, for repairs and, you know, just to let the land rest a little bit. And I'm really, really excited. That's what I want to do, because people need that. People need that. Oh, and there's a spa element to it too. That's a thing. So when you go there, boy, you can bring your significant other, because they're going to get taken care of. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be my little kingdom, so to speak. Yeah, I go there often in my mind, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And it's easy to imagine, because the place we're doing Valhalla now is really a pretty keen prototype. It's pretty keen. And then looking out farther still in the distance, you've got City Valhalla, Ocean Valhalla, Desert Valhalla. That might even be down here in St. George. We'll see how beautiful and soul restoring it is here. Yeah, a place to go to lose the cares of the world, where the Dark Lord cannot go. That's from the Rush song Rivendell, by the way, which I listened to like 800 times while I was conceiving of this whole notion. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Makes me excited. Makes me real excited. Well, folks, thanks for coming along for the ride. Literally this time. It's pretty exciting. And to me, it's always a privilege that people are tuning in and watching our amazing journey. You know, people they go, and then they come back, and everyone that's part of Blue Table Painting definitely grows and learns new things, and learns things about themselves. It's really quite wonderful. Oh, you know, I did want to say one last, and that is it's about quicksand. When you are complaining about everything, and you are talking about, and thinking about, and worrying about, and fretting about all the negative things that you don't like in your life, that you hate them, that you wish they would go away, that's like being in quicksand. The quicksand of complaining. And the more you struggle, the deeper you're going to get. You will not get yourself out of quicksand by struggling against it. You will just shake yourself right down into the muck. And it is the same thing with complaining. So how do you do it? Well, it's counterintuitive and it's a little hard. You've got to stop complaining and start looking on the bright side. And talk about the good things that you do want as if you already have them. Present first person. I love it how I have such and such and such. It is such a good feeling. I can't get enough of it. I love it when. I love it when is a very powerful statement. Saying a statement about yourself, turning your self-talk to positive things, that is like grabbing the branch up above the quicksand. You got to look up, folks. Look up and find that branch and write down what it is. Well, what do you want? What do you want? You hate this, you complain about that, you don't want that. Well, forget about that. What is it that you do want? What would make you happy? All right, folks. Well, I better really start paying attention to where I'm going. Ooh, wow, that's actually kind of beautiful. I like that. That's nice. All right, talk to you later.